Welcome to Roeselare in Belgium for the Omloop van Vlanderen, the 60th edition of the oldest rally in Belgium and the 7th of 9 rounds of the Jobfixers Belgian Rally Championship. This is championship leader Chris Prinsen, and he could become, for the second time running, the Belgian Rally Champion here in the Omloop van Vlanderen.
60, remmen glad, tot links 31, diep proberen, kiezen opgaat kracht en opgaat voorop. Plus rechts à fond. Wordt 70 rechts in 22 graden sec.
But it's a bad start for Prinsen after 2 stages, he's only in 5th.
Ik vind totaal geen grip.
I can't find any grip, absolutely none at all. It's very strange, maybe a bit too hard. I've tried to put it a bit softer for the rain, but I didn't have the time, and then it rained even more. But even on the first stage, from the moment it was a bit slippery, I brake and the car just blocks and the rear comes around. I can't find any grip. Troubles then for Prinsen, maybe a chance for Adrian Furnimore, his main rival in the Jobfixers BRC. And Furnimore takes the lead after 2 stages in his Skoda Fabia R5.
On sait que le rallye va être compliqué, la preuve.
We know this will be a difficult rally. The proof is here. They started raining again, but we have to stay on the road now and don't make any mistakes. That will be key. Here's youngster Sebastian Bederet with co-driver Thomas Walbrecht. He's a works driver for Skoda Belgium.
Ouais, c'est bien parti, mais bon, voilà le rallye.
Yeah, we had a good start, but it's a long rally, of course. Only 2 stages done, and the conditions become difficult and difficult. I think we have to remain focused and try to keep the car on the road. Here's Ghislain de Mévius, son of former World Rally Group N champion.
On est, je crois, 5-6 en 5
Yeah, I think we have 5 or 6 drivers in 5 seconds, as usual. And it starts raining as well, as usual. Will be exciting. Vincent Verschuren, former winner here in Roeselare. But that's not the best of starts, is it? Loses a couple of seconds here and here in Roeselare. That could be disastrous. Verschuren is only in 8th.
De start van de eerste proef.
At the start of the first stage, the engine cut. Maybe I left the clutch a bit too quickly, so I lost a couple of seconds there. And we started on the hard slicks, which was good for the first stage, but in the rain, the second stage was very tricky. We lost a couple of seconds there. Here's Patrick Snijers with the Porsche. 7-fold Belgian Rally Champion. Has changed from the Polo R5 back to this rear-wheel drive Porsche. And he has the Pirelli Junior Championship leader as his co-driver, Grégoire Van Sta.
We waren goed vertrokken, de eerste proef.
We had a good start, and on the first stage we were the quickest of the GTs, which was our aim. But in the second, I thought I had a puncture, but there was a suspension connection to the chassis that broke off. What's the reason for that? I haven't got a clue. And that was the end of the rally for Snijers, unfortunately. Furnimore leading from Bederet, de Maarschalk, de Mévius and Prinsen. Three more stages on the first day of 2. 20 stages in total in this 60th edition of the Omloop van Vlaanderen. Here's Chris de Biese with his Porsche.
Geen sinecure met de Porsche.
It wasn't easy in the Porsche in these conditions, especially since we made a mess of the tire choice here in service. So we had slicks for the wet stages. We did 3 stages like that. We know how that feels now. Here's Gilles Pic, the leader in the Pirelli Junior rankings. Had a good start to the rally.
Alles goed verlopen, één klein foutje.
Everything went well, just one small mistake. But I think we had great stages. Right tire choice? Yeah, we had 2 cut slicks for the boot, and that was the right choice. Chris Prinsen continues to suffer, and he drops to 7th after 5 stages. Real trouble for the reigning champion.
We staan gewoon stil.
We're not moving. I don't know how it happens. It's like I've never driven this car. I can't feel it anyway. It's not like it's a problem of oversteer or understeer. the wheel block a lot, and then the rear comes around, and the one corner I had understeer, and the next one it's oversteer. I really don't know what's... normally I should be driving the car, but here the car is driving me. Peter-Jan Michiel Krakow. And a good start to the rally. He's in 6th.
Het is eigenlijk even mijn up and down geweest.
Yeah, it was a bit up and down in these 5 stages. The ups were, times were rather good. We were matching the pace of the first. That's the first time in my young career. But in the zoning, we've lost 10 seconds, which is pretty strange. Now we'll try and look what happened there and where I lost it. So we're ready for tomorrow. Sebastian Beret was in 2nd after 2 stages, but here he makes a mistake in the last stage of the day. And there's precious time lost here. He needs some time to put it in reverse. And there's 13, 14 seconds gone for the youngster of Skoda Belgium.
Un peu déçu parce qu'on était sur un bon rythme.
Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed because we had a good rhythm, but unfortunately in the last stage we made a stupid mistake and we lose 13 seconds. But that means we're now 20 seconds behind the leader, behind Adrian, but we're in a good rhythm. But it's another long rally. But we'll stay focused and try to attack tomorrow. Vincent Verschuren trying to make up for lost time, and he does so. A couple of good fastest times there, and he's up to 4th. Vlaanderen Mavius is now in 3rd at the end of the first day in another Skoda Fabia R5. And here's Kevin de Maarschalk in 2nd.
Ja, ik denk dat we zeker niet mogen klagen van vandaag.
I think we can't complain of today's stages. In the second loop we had a slow puncture. We've noted it after the zoning. We put some air in the tire, but at 3 kilometers from the end of the stage, in the Beveren stage, it was completely down, so we've lost some 10 seconds there. So I think we should be happy with the 2nd position. And it's still Adrian Furnemont leading.
J'ai roulé sur un bon rythme.
I had a good rhythm today. Didn't make any mistakes. Didn't take went over the limits. I think we had a good choice in setup, and tyres wasn't always the best choice, but it wasn't the worst either. So I'm pretty happy with today. So here's the standings after 5 of 20 stages. Furnemont leading from de Maarschalk, then the Mavius in 3rd, Verschuren in 4th, and Beret drops to 5th. "15 more stages on the 2nd and last day, and it starts in sunny conditions, but clouds are threatening. It should rain in the afternoon. Thibaut Mazin had a bad start in the junior rankings. He's in 5th in the Pirelli junior rankings. And here's Tobias Bruls. He's in 2nd with his small Peugeot R2. He's almost 2 minutes behind the leader, Gilles Pic.
Deze morgen is alles goed verlopen voor ons.
This morning everything went well for us. We were really local drivers here, so it goes well for us. Good tire choice as well. Yeah, I think so, yeah. If you look at the last 2 stages of this loop, we had the right tires. So twice a second time, so we're happy. So lots of spectacle in the historic championship as well. Here's Karkov with his BMW. It's a big fight between Paul Alita and his Opel Manta 400. Lovely car that Alita used to drive back in the day, but here's behind Björn 6 for the moment in his BMW M3. There's 3/4 of a minute between those 2 spectacular drivers. And in the Young Cup, Gunther Mollens is doing very good. He's in 14th overall as well. Chris de Pizza with his Porsche is doing better than on the first day.
Moeilijke condities, gisteren vooral.
Yeah, difficult conditions yesterday especially. Today is very good. It's dry. So I'm focusing on the fight with Jochen. We're almost the same car. We try to go speed up a bit. De Beezer is fighting with Jochen Klaraert in another Porsche.
Vandaag valt...
Today everything is going well, really. Yesterday it wasn't easy. It was rain, dark. We started with slicks when it was wet. It wasn't easy, especially not with a two-wheel drive car. So I tried to do the best, and it was very well yesterday. And he's the leader in the GT category. Another Porsche in the hands of Romain Delay. He's in 15th overall. Niels Reinvoet is doing well. He's in 9th in his first year with the Skoda Fabia R5.
Vandaag is het wat sneller en wat langere proeven.
Today was a bit quicker and longer stages, but I think we're doing, in our first year, we're doing good times, we can't complain. He's Peter Tune with one of his own cars. He has a rally team now, PTR.
Op de laatste proef toch terug 2-3 foutjes gemaakt.
On the last stage made some small mistakes. Was a third when it was a second and another wrong gear, but it's going better, but it's not perfect yet. Troubles for Guilain Mevius. Had the wrong tire choice and then he loses confidence and he drops to 7th.
J'avais mis les mauvais pneus.
I had the wrong tires and then I lost confidence in that really annoys me. It's not going well today. First a wrong tire choice and then just bad driving. Front of the Mevius Krakow is up to 6th and he's doing well. Feeling better and better at the wheel of the Skoda.
Pieter Jan, de goede tijden beginnen te komen, hè?
Pieter Jan, the good times are getting there. Yes, indeed. We had in Silverberg, it wasn't a really good time, but the other times we're really happy. Are you really fighting at 100%, you think? No, not really. This is what I know from these stages. I couldn't prepare it as I would have wanted to, but I watched a lot of onboards, so I know where the others couldn't make the difference. And we'll try to speed up a bit. That's the end of part 1. See you after the break. Welcome back in Roeselare for the 60th edition of the Omloop van Vlaanderen, the 7th round of the 2019 Jobfixers BRC. This is Chris Prinsen, the championship leader, and he's really suffering. He was in 7th and now he's up to 5th after the first loop of the second and last day. But Prinsen is not really happy with the behavior of his VW Polo R5. Vincent Verschuren trying to catch up with the leaders, fighting for a podium position. He's in 4th for the moment. He has to make up some 11 seconds to get on that rostrum. Kevin de Maarschalk finished the first day in 2nd, but he drops a position in the first 5 stages of the 2nd day. With the new Ford Fiesta R5, de Maarschalk is now in 3rd. And Sebastian Berret climbed back from 5th to 2nd, the 2nd position that he lost when he missed a braking point in the last stage of the opening day. So a good first loop for the youngster from Skoda Belgium, coached by Freddy Loix.
On est parti sur un bon rythme. Voilà.
Yeah, we had a good rhythm this morning. So we're back in the rally now. So we're back in 2nd, I think. And we have set the best time in the last stage here. It's not bad, but Adrian is very quick and he's a lot of time ahead and it will be difficult to go and catch him. But it will be a difficult rally from now on, so we'll try to stay focused. Adrian, that's of course Adrian Furnimal, still leading.
Gauche 80, Rigole glisse. Sur droite 70, long.
He has 27 seconds in hand now.
Jusque-là, c'est pas mal.
Yeah, it's not going bad up until now. We'll try to make a good tire choice this afternoon because it probably will rain. We haven't made any mistakes yet. We had a good tire choice this morning. So yeah, we're pretty happy with this first loop. And these are the standings after 10 of the 20 stages. Furnimal leading from Berret, then de Maarschalk now in 3rd from Verschuren and Prinsen. Two more loops of 5 stages to go in the Omloop van Vlaanderen. The clouds are gathering over the stages in the Pirelli Junior rankings. It's still Gilles Pic leading with his Peugeot 208 R2. And a massive advantage now. Björn 6 has increased his lead as well. was over a minute at a certain point. Gunther Monnens still leading the Amp Cup, but as you can see, raindrops are falling over the stages in Roeselare. Could become very spectacular. Christer Biza in third still in the GT category. And Romain Delay is still leading with the Porsche. In GT with the Porsches, where I think we have a 2-minute lead, so that should be fine. But we're fighting hard to become the first two-wheel drive car as well, so have to push here. Here's Reinvoet still in 9th with his Skoda.
Ik denk dat we altijd maar progressie maken.
I think we're getting better and better in difficult conditions with a lot of good drivers here. I think we're doing a good rally here. Of course, there's nothing happening in front of us, so we can't gain any positions. But the drivers ahead of us are a bit too quick for us for the moment, so I think we're pretty happy. Gilana Mevius not doing well, dropping to 8th. Has difficulties in regaining confidence after that wrong tyre choice of the morning. And Peter Choon is now in 7th.
Het is een one-shot, we gaan nu Oudenaarde.
No, this is a one-shot. We'll do another rally in Oudenaarde, which is our home rally, which is important for the spectators and the fans. But I'll do the valley and that's it. Then I'll rent the cars. Jan Michiel Krakow trying to keep in contact with the leaders. And Chris Prinsen still only in 5th, still having trouble with the car. It's not like I think at the end of the stage I had a good stage. It's long before the finish I realized that it will be a bad time. We'll lose a lot of time. So, well, I think we have another 5 stages to go, and on Wednesday I'll leave on holiday. That's more important for me right now. And Prinsen would retire soon after that with a broken exhaust. Vincent Verschuren still in 4th, but still trying to get on that podium.
De net was eigenlijk niet zo slecht.
It wasn't bad these last stages, but now we've only got 16 tires and all our new tires are gone now. So for the last loop we'll see what we'll do. We'll be changing conditions. We've only got one set of soft tires, but they're really used now, so I don't know what we'll do. Kevin de Maarschalk trying to catch up with Sebastian Bedere, but the gap is almost 15 seconds now.
Ja, ik denk echt ons moet ook nog krijgen. Ik denk dat
I think you have to look behind us as well. Verschuren is pretty close as well. So I think we're 3 or 4 fighting for 2 podium positions. So, and the weather conditions aren't making it any easier. So we're determining the tyre choice now and it will be difficult. Sebastian Bedere getting to grips with the Skoda Fabia R5. Set his first ever scratch here last year. And now he's looking for his first second position, his best result up till now.
Il reste plus que 5 spéciales, donc
there's only 5 more stages to go. Normally we can't catch Adrian, so but with changing weather conditions, anything can happen. Maybe the Leerkens driver will get there, but we keep under pressure. Adrian Furnemore looking for his second win of the year, which would increase his title chances due to the unfortunate events that happened to Chris Prinsen. Furthermore leading then with 22 seconds in hand over Bedere, de Maarschalk, Verschuren and Prinsen still in 5th there. But then a shocker, Adrian Furthermore has to retire with a broken transmission on the road section.
En liaison, problème de transmission.
And the road section had trouble with transmission. I don't know what happened, but I had to stop immediately. The car wouldn't go. It wasn't possible to continue. That's it. It's part of the sport. We had a good lead, some 20 seconds. We hadn't won yet, but it will be difficult conditions for the last stages. But it's over, and I think it's over for the championship as well. And rain comes down hard for the last 5 stages. Tobias Bruls finishes up in 2nd in the junior standings. Good rally for Bruls, but he was 3.5 minutes behind this man, Gilles Pic. who had a very good rally and a faultless rally as well.
Heel veel verschillende weersomstandigheden.
A lot of different weather conditions. It was very difficult to anticipate. We're happy to be here at the finish and we're happy with our result. In historic, Polalita caught up with Björn 6 and it became very exciting at the end. But Björn 6, when Lita had closed the gap to 20 seconds, 6 put on the gas and finished as the winner in the M Cup. Frankie Bulat finishes in second. But there was no way that he could beat Gunther Mollens in his spectacular M3. Mollens would finish in 11th overall as well. And that was one position behind Romain Delay in his Porsche, finishing in 10th as first of the two-wheel drive cars. Good result for Delay. Peter Jan Michiel Krakow had one hand on the podium but dropped from 3rd to 4th in the final stage. Still a good result, and Vincent Verschuren had his podium position with a fastest time in the very last stage. But after the retirement of Fernemo, it was between this Kevin de Maarschalk and Sebastian Bedere. It would be the first win for both of them. De Maarschalk closed the gap, went up to 4 seconds only with 2 stages to go, and it looked like the Ford driver would take it. But in the final 2 wet stages, Sebastian Bedere increased his speed, and the youngster, the 23-year-old, took his first win. And he's the youngest winner in the Jobfixers BRC since Patrick Snijers won the 1981 Boucle de Spa Rally. So a great first win for Sebastian Bedere, and coach Freddy Loix was among the first to congratulate the youngster of Skoda Belgium.
C'était un rallye très difficile avec les conditions.
It was a very difficult rally with very changing conditions. I'm very happy to be able to win here in Roeselare. This is where I started 4 years ago. I'm a bit disappointed for Adrian because he was the quickest of the rally, but that's part of the sport. I think it will be better in the future, and now we're going to enjoy this win. A great win then for Sebastian Bedere and co-driver Thomas Walbrecht, first of their careers. In the end, they had 12 seconds in hand over de Maarschalk and Van Neste. Verschuren finishes in 3rd, Krakow in 4th, and de Mevius still in 5th. And these are the standings in the Jobfixers BRC with 2 rounds to go. Bedere is up to 4 points behind Chris Prince and Charin 3rd, then Fernemo and de Mevius next rally. These Belgian Rally end of September. See you then.